All right, so welcome again to Military Guna TV. Thank you very much for joining me again. Anyways, we have a few reggae boys on to speak about. Pretty much a good weekend for most of the reggae boys that I'll be covering. Well, all of the reggae boys I'll be covering. I'll be covering Junior Flemmings, um, Kemar Roofe, Daniel Johnson, Jamal Lowe, Andre Gray. So before we get into the details, guys, please remember, smash the like button, hit that subscribe button. As you know, still trying to grow. Really appreciate you guys helping me to reach over the 11,000 subscriber mark. That means you guys are really tuning into the program. So continue to do the best thing, which is hitting the like button and also hitting the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. So let me start off with Kemar Roofe first. So Rangers face off against Aberdeen, where we saw Kemar Roofe acquiring another goal in such a long while, but I think that has a lot to do with him not getting sufficient game time. Now, when I say sufficient game time, yes, he's playing, but not consistently, and when he do play, he's coming off the bench. My problem now is that he seems unhappy. I'm being honest, he seems quite unhappy right at this moment. When he scored a goal, you can see in his face, he was happy about the goal, but not happy about the situation. You can see it in his celebration, because when one score a goal, you don't celebrate unless you're scoring against a team that you are particularly affiliated with, or you were a part of their team. But I wasn't excited about the celebration. But anyways, he came on in the 78th minute. He did display some integral movements in and around the 18-yard box. Rangers was the most dominant team throughout the game. They couldn't pick the lock. They tried to get in behind. Nothing was coming off. Then came Kemar Roofe coming onto the pitch, getting behind the defenders. Latch on, as you know, poacher, maybe that little fox in the box mentality from Kemar Roofe, and he got the goal. His 7th goal of the season. He's now Rangers' second leading goal scorer, I think behind Morales. So let's move away from Kemar Roofe and get into other players. Andre Gray, Cardiff versus QPR. Andre Gray with the early goal out in the game. Thought that could have been enough. But guess what? QPR, Cardiff kind of turned it up a bit and overthrow QPR in some sense, I would say. But pretty much a good performance from our reggae boy, Andre Gray, in that one. Now we have the next one, Jamal Lowe. Another early goal. Jamal Lowe versus Daniel Johnson. Preston North End versus Bournemouth. Bournemouth fighting, and I mean fighting, to get themselves in the Premier League. They're in prime position as well. They wanted these 3 points. Jamal Lowe started, as you know, he's getting more game time now, because initially he was not getting a lot of game time, but he has really forced himself into the starting lineup, and I can see back-to-back starts now from him. Good performance. Anytime he comes on, you see good performance from him, but he just wasn't getting that sufficient game time for you to see that consistency in performance. Now, Jamal Lowe scored a goal earlier. I think he scored on the, was it 50th minute? About that. Let me check. I think I wrote it down. I didn't write it down. Anyways, he scored an early goal. I think it was 1-0 in favor of Bournemouth in the first half. In the second half, none other than Daniel Johnson, beautiful pass, getting behind to render assist for the equalizer for Preston North End, get themselves back on sheet, and Preston North End did actually went on and won the game in the final stages, and that's it. So good performance from both Reggae Boys. It has been a good weekend for the Reggae Boys. Shaman Nicholson getting a goal, Ravel Morrison getting a brace, Daniel Johnson registering an assist, Kemar Roofe with a goal, and also Andre Gray and Jamal Lowe, all respectively on the goal scoring sheet. So it was a good weekend for the Reggae Boys. Now let's get on to another Reggae boy who's in France. We're not seen much or heard much of him in Junior Flemmings, where we see that Junior Flemmings now has registered a goal for the Toulouse FC reserve team. Junior Flemmings is actually the oldest player in the reserve team. The next oldest player I think was like 24, but he's a keeper. So this report came from Monflet Tef. That's so. I hope I pronounced that correctly. The reserve team played against Alvarez, and they won 3-0 against Alvarez, moving up the table right now. Now, let's talk scouting report in regards to Junior Flemmings. We're gonna talk scouting report. So Junior Flemmings recorded his first goal for, let me see if I can. Junior Flemmings recorded his first goal for Toulouse FC reserve. Now, based off reports that I've got, is that Junior Flemmings is actually slightly improved. No, well, not slightly. He's improving in how he plays his basic attributes, in which they saw that was lacking. The tempo, his tempo has now significantly improved. So as the days go by, he's definitely improving and showing that he's working hard for a first team appearance. I am not sure. I didn't get any confirmed information on possible when he would make that first team appearance. But what I do know is that he is working hard. That's information that I've got, and a lot of things are improving around his gameplay, such as last time we talk about. I talk about like him holding on to the ball. They use the term procrastinate. That's what they use. They said they're not seeing much of that. No. He's now letting go of the ball a bit sharper. He's now having the mindset of where to be, when to be, and how to move at particular points of the game. Now, I'm just looking at it and saying that it's tough. It's really, really tough, because when he was in the USL, he was basically one of the top players in his team. One of the top players in his team in regards to goal contribution, assists, and those aspects of things. And when you look at it now, he's unable to break into the first team. Right now, he's just with the reserve, trying to find that level of form and try to find that level that the first team requires. And I think it's tough. It's tough on him. He's pushing based off the information I've got. He's working hard in training. That's what the scout told me. He's working hard in training, and he's trying his best to get himself involved in everything as possible. I think he said he's actually learning the language as well. I think he said he said that. Yeah, that he's actually learning the language. So that's good. That's good to know that he's adapting. We know that the adaptation phase, it will be a tough one, but the mere fact that he's now getting himself on his goal scoring sheet, it means that things are improving. And also from the reports that I've gotten, it have really shed some light that he's improving. Personally, he's improving. His gameplay is improving, and he's working extremely hard for first team appearance, because he know what he can do, and he definitely don't want to play reserve football for such a long time period. After playing so much first team football, he wants a taste of first team football. He wants a taste of the league, of the big boy league. So we will see how that one goes. But keep on working hard. Congrats on your goal, Junior Flemmings. Keep on working hard. Keep on pushing. And the time will come where definitely we'll have to acknowledge that you're playing at that level. But it's not there as yet. But just keep on working hard and keep on pushing. So people, we won't go any further. Good weekend for the Reggae Boyz. As I said, Shaman Nicholson, Ravel Morrison, Kemar Roofe, Andre Gray, Jamal Lowe, Daniel Johnson, Bobby Reed won a game as well. And also Junior Flemmings for registering a goal. We have to give him that credit, because it is due to him. He's working hard, and you have to recognize hard work. So, won't go any further, people. Thank you very much again for tuning in. Please, guys, remember to do the YouTube stuff, hitting the like button, hitting the share button, and most importantly, hitting that subscribe button. Until next time, people, Military Guna TV, and we are out.